Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. I haven't done this in a while. Hey, Lindsay. Oh, that's just my bestie, Lindsay.
Lindsay. Follow Dante Elizabeth James, like everybody. Actually, I think he's now your mother. Is his handle. Don't forget, if we talk over each other on these, it blanks it out.
Oh, that's for you, but it comes out great on me. I don't know. Does it?
No.
It don't?
It's on the actual recording.
But I was in the middle of my Hey Lindsay's.
Okay. Well, what are you having to drink today?
Don't come in the middle of my Lindsay's.
What are you having to drink today?
I just talked about it. Well, I didn't talk about it to them.
Not on YouTube.
Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. It's Smoke Wagon. Look at Smoke Wagon. It was a BOGO, and I only got this far down, but it's strong. But the party has just begun. Yes.
It's only just begun.
Smoke Wagon is bourbon from Las Vegas, and it has it's a pre-smoked bourbon whiskey, and it's very good, like 90-something proof.
Okay.
90. I
The
can't even read
salesman
it.
was like, "You like whiskey? I got one for you.
Yeah.
Buy one, get one.
Yeah.
Right now."
Yeah. He knows me by name. Yeah. What are you drinking, Lindsay?
I'm on my Great Vista Bay. I had a lot left over from last weekend, so I was like, because I bought some White Claws for this weekend.
Yeah.
By the way, everybody, this is raw, uncut, and unedited. Drunk About Something recap. So yeah, I'm having a Great Vista Bay from Aldi.
What's this blackberry thing you brought over here? It's just like hanging out.
That's just you were drinking that.
Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna drink this too.
The episode that we just recorded literally fucked him up.
Well, it was horrible. So you guys need to really check this shit out. Like, oh my God, this is we haven't done a serial killer in a while, and you just did it. So, but we need to talk about what we talked about last weekend.
Yes.
Last Friday.
So today we are recapping.
Last Friday night. Sorry, don't fight me.
I'm not going to fight you. We cancel each other out when we talk over each other.
You can fight me if I cancel.
You got to remember that.
You're not canceled in my world. Even if I cancel you on the microphone, you're not canceled in my world.
So we're recapping about Armin Meiwes, who was the cannibal of Rottenburg. And so he grows up in Essen with his mother Waltraud and her boyfriend Gustav, and he's got two other brothers that Waltraud had from previous failed relationships. And Gustav also, he got enough of Waltraud's shit and he walked out on everybody. And so that's when the weirdness in Armin started. Or the mental illness, or
the salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too long after when his brothers also moved out. And then Armin and his mother, they move into what had been their vacation house in Wüstefeld. And it's a huge mansion. Like
30-something rooms.
Yeah, it's total, it's 44. Did you see the pictures I posted?
Fucking hell, dude. I want to go spend my weekends there.
But it's no longer with us, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can.
Yeah. So they moved to this ginormous mansion. It's 44 room total. And the area of this estate only had a population of about 25 anyway. So Armin's dad's left. His brothers have left. He's kind of a weird kid and he's very isolated. His mother likes to humiliate him and kind of made him her slave. She forces him to wear lederhosen well into years that he shouldn't have been wearing lederhosen.
Yeah, which is like what I was thinking about, a whole Ed Gein type fucking situation, right? And I kept bringing that up because a lot of things tie into that, and you got to check it out to find out.
But it's a completely different story. Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different, but there was a lot of
the mother
aspects.
was yeah.
Don't talk over me, Lindsay. You're going to make me cut out. I was over here talking. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being Lindsay. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to get through this.
Oh, I know. I understand. I was talking my little spot over here. Oh.
Okay. So, she also gave him the nickname Männchen, which is a female nickname in German. And she also put on his door that or she put on, okay, there were a lot of rooms in the house, his bedroom. She put a German saying on the door, which translated to children's room. He was almost 20. He's a grown man.
She was wanting him to wear like lederhosen still, right?
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's. I'm picturing it right now. I'm like, is he going to like blow the Ricola fucking horn in the middle of that? Ricola. That's crazy though for a 20-year-old to do that.
Well, in his isolated mind, he started to have some very disturbing fantasies. Now, he had also, because of his isolation, he really didn't have a lot of friends. He had made up an imaginary friend named Frankie. But the people that he did know and that he did hang around, he would have cannibal fantasies about his friends. He wanted to eat them because he felt like eating them would help him absorb all the likable characteristics that they held. And he wanted to be liked, and he wanted to be, he wanted to pretty much be them. So he felt like if he ate them, that he would be them. And he also would have these fantasies about Frankie, his imaginary friend that he made up. Now, he kept all this to himself for a very long time. He became a contractual, oh God, I struggle with that word. He became a admin soldier, basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah, for the military.
Yes, in the German army, and he was stationed right outside of Rottenburg, so he was still able to go. He was able to commute back and forth to the house to take care of Waltraud because she was in poor health, and she had pretty much made him dependent on her. Now, he was engaged to a woman for a very short time, but this woman ended up being a lot like Waltraud, and he didn't like that. So it didn't work out. And to be honest, and he won't figure this out for some time, but Armin he said he figured out that he was bisexual, but he was pretty much gay. So, he's having a hard time. And he specialized in computers. So, he was a computer nerd. He did great at IT work. What you doing?
No, keep going. I'm going to fix the camera over here.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at that. Like, it's only like my shoulder and there's a whole bunch of walls.
Do I need to scoot this way?
No. I'll move it.
Okay.
You want me to move that?
We have another plant back here that we haven't named yet.
Oh, that's Cruella.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cruella.
I was thinking Athena. She looks like an Athena.
Athena? Mm-hmm. Or Agatha.
No, I like Athena.
Like with the snakes coming out, like the whole like Medusa.
That's Medusa.
Well, I think they said that Agatha and a whole snake thing too. It tied in somehow. I don't know. The things.
So the reason why Jesse feels this is a lot like Ed Gein is because just like Ed Gein, Armin, he related to children more. He was a trusted babysitter. He had, where was I at in my little notes? He taught driver's ed. He dressed as Santa Claus at Christmas. And he related more to children. I mean, like, even at parties, he would go sit at the kids' table. That's just who he felt more comfortable being around. And it wasn't in like a weird way. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, it was just, he was very childlike, child-minded. Oh my God, I cannot speak.
Very Ed Geinish. Because Ed Gein did a lot of the same shit. How's that? I think that looks better. Anyhow.
He was very immature, thinking and stuff like that because of his isolation, because of the way Waltraud treated him.
Yeah, his mother really brought him to that level. And
He's still childlike.
I feel that the same with Ed. It was just like she was really pressing him all the way down to childhood and trying to keep it her baby. Just the same. I mean, I really feel it.
Now, behind closed doors, when he was away from society, away from his mother, he did obsess over war documentaries, specifically Vietnam War. He read articles about Fritz Harman and Jeffrey Dahmer, and he delighted in torture porn. And he would make these collages from images that he found in magazines, and he would hide them in like a grill. Like he was like imagining that he was cooking them.
That's crazy.
He would make a lot of fetish videos that he would later on put on the web, because when the internet was first going through its early years,
the webness,
it was wild.
The www webness.
Yeah. And well, Waltraud, she ended up passing away, and he went a little keen with that too. He started dressing like her. He made a shrine for her, but he got over that quickly because he got very into this online world where he found like-minded people.
Yeah, he was seeking out his whole dreams and desires that was going on inside of him. And then he found like a whole place that he could go to. You know, the dark, we would call it the dark web now, right?
Yes.
But back then it was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So him and having a conduit where he can just go to and express all of his emotions and what his desires are. And people were reciprocating to that. They were coming to him, and he was just like putting it all out there in some crazy dark shit. Go ahead.
He was popular. He was really popular among this like-minded community of people with cannibal fantasies. He made videos and posted them. And the forums that he liked were, I think it was Nullo. Yeah, Nullo and Cannibal Cafe. And in these chats, you know, he was talking about what he wanted to do. And like I said, I mean, you got to give him this. He wanted a volunteer. He did not want to force himself on anybody. He did not want an unwilling participant. He wanted somebody that was consenting and that was just as into it as him.
Right. Well, credit is due. Like, he is not forcing himself on anybody.
No.
But at the same time, 99.999% of the people that are on there are just goof booting. I mean, they're
not
interested
goof booting.
They have interested and they might have some kind of mental something or other going on where they're just like, I want to be either mutilated or have something to do with something that's crazy like this, but none of them wanted to go through it except for he finds somebody.
Well,
you know?
yeah, I was going to say, so in 2000, he posted about 60 advertisements on these forums where he was looking for a well-built 18 to 30-year-old man that was willing to be slaughtered and consumed. And he got a lot of responses, but none were really sincere in carrying out the actual act until Bernd Brandes came along. And Bernd was a man who, he had been the only child of a wealthy family. His mother was in the medical field and had somebody pass away in her care, and she did not take it well. So she was involved in a car accident that did result in death, and it was believed that it was intentional.
Right.
I don't know why I'm struggling with words today.
Yeah, because of her work.
Blame it on perimenopause.
Yeah, because of her work, and she kind of had some resentment toward something that happened in her medical field, right? She was just like, I am just like not going to deal with it, and something happened, and she wound up not being alive anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because, you know, he was the only child of a wealthy family, his mother's just passed away, his dad's kind of detaching a little bit. He was pretty much raised by nannies, au pairs, whatever you want to call it. Then his dad remarries to a stepmom that he doesn't get along with. And then he also discovers that, you know, within himself, he realizes that he is gay. And unfortunately, in the time, it wasn't accepted as it is now.
Yeah, and this is like the 80s, right?
Yeah, and 90s.
90s.
Actually, well, when this all goes down, when this whole thing goes down, it's 2001. But when he discovered he was gay, it was in the early 90s. Or when he came to accept the fact that he was gay.
Yeah. Publicly, yeah.
Publicly.
Yeah.
Like he had had some relationships with women, but he did cheat on them with men. And so they didn't work out. And he hated the fact that he was gay. And when his father found out, he disowned him. So Bernd had a lot of self-loathing, and he developed, he came to the point where he wanted to be castrated, and he wanted somebody else to do it to him. And he would find himself with sex workers a lot to fulfill his needs. And he tried to actually pay multiple sex workers to castrate him, to bite off his member.
And at this point, it was like
a lot of money too. He was offering a lot of money.
Trying to talk. My mind was just completely blown. I was just like, oh my gosh, Lindsay's just dumping all this on me. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Like, somebody has just went through so many things in their life, and they're just like, no, I want somebody to bite my stuff off.
Yeah, completely off.
Projecting that onto the World Wide Web and finding somebody that's a willing participant. And he is a willing participant. That just blew my mind.
Right. So at this point in Bernd's life, he's been in a relationship with a man named Renee for 2 years, but I don't think that he felt comfortable expressing any of these fantasies to Renee. So he went online as well. And then he found this guy that wants a willing participant in being eaten. And Bernd's like, oh, okay. So, excuse me, I got to work.
Like the whole world just came together there for him.
They met.
That's what he wanted.
And they started talking, and they started exchanging emails, and they made plans to carry their fantasies out. So let's see. Where am I? I'm trying to find the actual. Oh, it was our anniversary.
Yeah.
March 9th. So on March 8th, Bernd sells his car. He wipes all his files, his computer completely clean. And he leaves a note that Renee will inherit everything that he's got. Right. He's a pretty wealthy dude. And him and Armin meet up at the train station in Castle Dash, a name that I can't pronounce.
No, try to say it, Lindsay. Just give it to him.
Wilhelmshire? Wilhelmshire? Something like that. Yeah. I did great with Meiwes and Wustefeld. Okay. I figured those out. We needed Targ. Where's Targ? Where are you, Targ?
I was going to call my cello player, but he's busy right now. He's doing some kind of play with his son right now. We were going to have him part of this, which would have been great because, like...
Oh, we got more German cases to cover.
Oh, but we need to go back. We're going to make him come here. And
I really did want him to be a part of this. But yeah, Targ is in Jesse's band, Shout of the Earth, and he plays the bass and the electric cello, which is like... He's my favorite.
We're going to get him over here. We're going to cook some schnitzel. We're going to cook schnitzel.
But he is the coolest dude. Like, he is from Germany. He's a neurologist.
Probably the smartest man I've ever met personally.
And can party the fuck down. Like, we can't keep up with Targ at all.
Oh, when he was at Rockville and he's walking on people. When he was at Rockville, he's walking on people. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not see you there. I was like, stepped on this dude's head at Rockville. I'm like, Targ, dude, you just stepped on that dude's head. He's so fucking drunk. I love it.
Yeah, like I say, he can party down. We love Targ.
Yeah, well, you have to level up with the dude that drinks warm beer. You have to fucking level up. And hey, I'm not ready. I don't know if I'm ready.
He told me that in Germany, if you are the height of the bar,
they
will serve you a drink.
You're good.
Period.
My daddy told me that. That's been going on forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
I've had. So Targ is my third friend from Germany. So yeah, I worked.
Yeah, you have had some.
Yes, I had Jen, who I worked with, and we still stay in touch. I worked with her at the restaurant I work at now. And then I worked with another German girl, and I cannot remember her name because it's been 20 years at the restaurant I worked at before the one I work at now.
So you mean that Dinklage can't drink in Germany?
Oh, shit.
Oh.
No, he's just got to show his ID.
People like, I drink and know things.
But yeah, I remember asking this girl, the one that I worked with before this restaurant, about the Autobahn, because that was just like
wide open and fast. You want to go?
But she was like, the traffic is so heavy on it that you really can't open it up anymore.
You can't. And but
and that was 20 years ago.
But like honestly, the traffic, everything's going about 100 miles an hour for real. Like that's the cruising speed. Cheers, everybody.
There's no speed limit. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, everybody. I just poured me a little bit more, but yeah, about the going speed. I mean, we travel like 80, 90 around here, though. I mean, I see people passing me all the time, and I'm traveling 90. No, I'm traveling 80.
Not on our main highway, though.
Well, I'm 75.
Too many red lights.
I'm 75, though. This is an interstate type situation, so Autobahn is like, our interstate. So I travel like 80 and people pass me at 90. So
I was going to say, on our freeway, like if you're going 90 in the fast lane, they're still flashing you like you're going too slow. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, 90 is like my max, dude. I don't want to go anymore.
Me neither.
No, 80 is about where I cruise.
I don't want to pay that ticket. Jesus.
Fuck no.
So Armin and Bernd meet. And they go back to Armin's house. And they get acquainted. They have some touchy kissies. And now Armin, he wanted to have a relationship with this man for a while and get acquainted a little more and live together, do the whole couples thing before Bernd's demise. But Bernd's like, no, we got to get this over with now. So this from where I'm about to say, from right now until the end, is all a 17-hour period. So
I'm just still over here looking at Lindsay like she's telling to me again because it's so fucking crazy to me.
So Bernd wanted Armin to bite off his penis. And he tried. Armin tried. He gave it the old college try.
He could. No, I don't. I feel like he could have went fucking raw dog that shit, man. I would have fucking ate that shit like raw.
No, he couldn't. But he was unsuccessful. So then, of course, it was time to get some tools involved, to get some knives and things. Now, Armin had already created in
between that, though, like it was unsuccessful, and they went to the train station.
I haven't got to that point yet.
I'm sorry.
Give me a second.
I'm sorry. Tell it.
So Armin has made a slaughterhouse in one of the 5,000 rooms in this house. No, it's like I mean, it might as well have been for one person. It's a lot.
I wouldn't know what to do with a house that big.
No. So he's got a slaughterhouse made. He's got some hatchets, some knives. He's got tools ready to go. He's also got video equipment. This entire day, from the time that Bernd shows up until he shows out, is on video. So he's gonna go try and cut the weenie. And so Bernd drinks a bottle of Vicks cough syrup, and he was waiting for that to get in, to take off the edge of the pain that he might feel from this. But Bernd is expecting a euphoric feeling when this happens because he's been waiting for this for a long time.
They're waiting on something sensual in the middle of all of this.
But then Bernd's like, I don't know what happened. I guess the cough syrup took over. But he's like, you know what, Armin, I think you're just too nice. His actual quote was, I think you're too benign to do this to me. Take me back to the train station. So they go back to the train station. This is a 2-hour drive. And then when they get there, Bernd's like, okay, never mind. Let's go back. Let's try this. So they stop by the gas station or wherever they stop, Walgreens, whatever. I don't know what they got in Germany. And they get some more cough syrup. They get some over-the-counter sleeping pills. And Bernd starts to ingest those on the way back to Armin's house.
Could you imagine, though, Lindsay, like that whole 4-hour conversation in between all of that? What really went fucking down in between that and that? Oh, you tried to bite it off, but it didn't work, bud. Let's go back to the train station. Dude's got to be hurting.
These are conversations that I could never comprehend comprehend being had, because
But
I don't
no.
think like that. So
Dude, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about in 2 hours. 4 hours. Fuck. 4 hours of fucking. Oh, dude, that would have been a whole book to begin with. Like, I want that book.
maybe they were listening to some Rammstein.
Mindstein.
Mindtell.
Mindtell. Yeah.
So they get back to Armin's. Now Bernd has got the cough syrup. Jesse mentions in the episode Robotrippin. He was like, they should have had Robitussin, not Vicks. Maybe they didn't have Robitussin over there.
I think Robitussin would have fucking got the job done, bro.
Well, he did say that, or Armin later on says, because Bernd does not survive this, obviously. Armin does say that Bernd does start hallucinating. And, but it was taking a lot for this guy to not feel pain and to not feel anything, pretty much. And I think it's because he may have had a substance abuse problem prior to this. We don't know. So after the Vivinox, which is the sleeping pills, the Vicks, he also drinks some schnapps. And finally, Armin attempts to cut the weenie. And it took a few times, and then it finally happened. Now, Armin says that Bernd cried out in pain for just a little bit. And then he was sad. Bernd was sad that it did not give him the sensual, euphoric feeling that he had been hoping for.
Right. They were both kind of looking for an erotic experience.
Yeah, this, by the way, if I this is all sexual.
Yeah.
So according to for their agreement, Bernd wanted them both to ingest the sausage while he was still alive. So they both tried to eat it raw.
I couldn't believe my mind with this one, Lindsay.
They both tried to eat it raw, and it was too chewy. They just couldn't do it. I cannot. I don't want to imagine this.
You have to ingest the spongiosum.
So Armin tries to go, hook it up with some herbs and spices and some olive oil and fries it up in a pan. But then it was not edible after that. You'll have to listen to the episode if you want to hear my little joke.
Yeah, I mean, not that we're trying to be comical in the middle of this shit, but fucking
we laugh because we're uncomfortable.
Oh.
Okay. So now, so Armin has bandaged his wound, but there's a member of his body that's cut off. So Bernd is still bleeding out, and he's very weak, and he's got sleeping pills and Vicks and schnapps in his system. And he looks at Armin and he says, if I hold out until morning, we can still have my balls for breakfast. You get one and I get one. And that is a quote. And he wanted his skull in memory.
For an ashtray, right?
In his memory, he wanted his skull to be used as an ashtray.
I'd have made a bong out of that shit. That'd have been cool. Little Cheech and Chong be like,
I don't know nothing about. How can you make a bong out of a skull?
oh, if you're good enough, dude,
You can maybe make I don't know. You can Dremel that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you put like a 2 liter on top of it, so you cut it out. No, I'm trying to figure this out.
We need to wrap this up so we can eat dinner. We need some food.
But still, we're making bongs later on.
So Armin puts Bernd in a bath to bleed out, and then he's just like, you know what? While this runs its course, I'm gonna go read a book, and then I'm gonna check on you. And 2 hours later, Bernd is still alive. So he lays down in the bed, and later on in the night, he tries to go to the bathroom. Like, I don't know how that works, but I don't want to think about it. So when he gets up to go to the bathroom, he does collapse from the blood loss. So now Armin has assumed that he has now left this world. He's passed away, and he starts his
procedure
of slaughtering a human. And he has found a whole instructional video on the World Wide Web from 2000 that he has, downloaded, and he's watched it, and he's doing this, he cuts Bernd's throat to bleed him out. He dismembers him. He does a whole butchering process. And over the next 10 months, he consumes Bernd day by day. And when he gets low on his human man supply of meat, he's getting a little worried. He's like, "Oh my God, what am I going to eat?"
I got the fever from a cowbell.
Oh, and also he claims that after he consumed Bernd, he also consumed, or he absorbed.
Oh, he can learn languages, right?
He said that he spoke better English.
Yeah.
What else did I say? Something about he was better at math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, dude.
Now,
hey, Lindsay, you're pretty smart over there. Just saying. No.
Maybe I absorbed the twin in the womb or something. I don't know. Who knows? I hear that's pretty common.
Do you know? Do you really know? How many people really fucking know that you've absorbed some other human being while you were being?
That's weird.
Fuck.
If I did, I never want to know. Like, that's just because that would just I got another person.
No, I kind of feel like I murdered somebody while I was in the fucking womb, dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're going to charge me with that shit or not, but
Now, Armin, he stores all of Bernd's remains in a false bottom in his freezer. He's got it topped with what Jesse calls DiGiorno. I don't know what type of pizza it was, but it was frozen pizza. It was indeed frozen pizza.
It's Krusty Krab pizza.
Is the pizza for you and me?
That's what it was.
Krusty Krab. So he buries the rest of Bernd throughout his yard, and he grinds up some of the bones to make flour. So he's got human bread, which is weird to me. Like I some of these things that I research, I just can't fathom. I don't understand how it's real.
I'm just still over here.
I'm gonna drink some more.
I don't know if it's alcohol, probably is, but still, I'm over here looking at you like, what the fuck, Lindsay?
So when Armin gets low on his supply of Bernd, he puts out some more advertisements on his cannibal forums, and he got more responses. But most of these men just they pretty much wanted like BDSM fantasies carried out and shit like that.
They wanted to play, yeah.
And when they were done doing their thing and he didn't eat nobody, he would cook him up a pizza.
No way. Yeah. No fucking way.
I think that was just all that he had in his freezer was Bernd and pizza. Yeah. So,
dude, I don't want to eat the pepperoni over there. Tell you that much.
Hold on. I'm a little itchy and my headphones are okay. So July 9th, 2002. An Austrian university student was browsing the internet, and he was using search words like horror and nerve thrills and things like that. And he found one of Armin's advertisements looking for another man to volunteer up his services to be eaten. And he messaged Armin, who is, by the way, I forgot to mention this in the recap.
Oh, something new.
No, not something new. His handle is Frankie. And Frankie was his imaginary friend.
What? No, this is something new to me. I mean, you talked about it in the podcast oh, well, I like the new, because sometimes you bring out the new.
Jesse's memory sucks.
Well, it's probably because of alcoholism, but at the same time, like if you bring out something that's new, I love that in the recaps. I mean, I just, but this isn't new, but it's new to me for now. I'll forget that shit again, but whatever.
So this student, he reaches out to Armin and is like, have you actually killed somebody? And Armin messages back. He's like, yeah, I have. And the student is horrified and alerts the police and gives them Armin's email address. But it took them a while to figure out who Armin was because he's under a different handle. He's under the handle of Frankie.
Frankie, yeah.
So when the police do figure it out, they show up with a search warrant. And they found the evidence in the freezer, the remains of Bernd. And they find the fetish videos. Like, there's a lot of videos that they find, but they don't find the actual video of Armin butchering Bernd until later on. So when they arrest him and they hold him and they're searching the house, the meat that they find, they have to get it tested, and it takes about 24 hours. So until they have successfully tested this meat to find out its actual human remains, they let Armin go. So Armin lawyers up. And he admits everything to the lawyer, and the lawyer is like, holy fuck.
Yeah, Johnny Cochran just did a fucking full-on backflip right there in the middle of that shit.
And this lawyer's like, bro, you need to tell everything.
Yeah.
Because the lawyer was confident that Armin may not serve prison time because this seemed like a mental illness, number one. And number two, this was like a euthanasia type thing. And cannibalism was not illegal. It was just taboo. So
That's
it was
fucking
like,
still blowing my mind right now.
I know.
Blowing my mind.
But so at first, Armin gets, what was it, 8 years? Let me look.
Yeah, it was 8 years, and then
they retried
They
it
retried
because everybody's like, I'm sorry, excuse me. And so they were like, he still has these fantasies and he could reoffend. And even if he's getting a person to volunteer their life, this is still a crime. But kind of.
cannibalism is fucking not humane. I mean,
It's not humane, but it was not.
But
It
voluntary-
wasn't written in the books as a crime.
okay, well, the technical parts, he could have still been alive when he slit his throat. There's so many different things.
He was breathing.
See?
It's in the video.
It's
Yeah.
fucking manslaughter to begin with. Either way,
And for all of you sickos out there that think you might can find this, you can't. You cannot. It was not the actual video was not released to the public.
Yeah.
There are some stills that you can find that are disturbing, but no.
I mean, all I
Don't
can
do
do
it.
is speculate over here, but at the same time, if somebody's still alive, even if they tell you to kill them, still manslaughter.
Right.
Yeah, even if they tell you.
Well, on his retrial, basically, they kind of did like a double jeopardy thing with him a little bit. But theirs is different. I did not write down the actual laws, but you can Google them. They have a little bit different laws than we do over here. Like over here, if you are tried for murder, whatever sentence you get in that trial, if you get acquitted, if you get like 3 years, if you get 30 years, that's it. Retrial is not.
They can't retry
You can admit to it, and yeah, they won't retry you. But over there, it's like a different, like, I don't know. Just Google it. Because I did not write it down, and I'm not prepared for all those. But I did hear about it, but it didn't absorb in my brain, so I can't retell it. So he was resentenced to life in prison, and he was not eligible for parole. And all of his appeals were denied. Now he would study law in prison, and he would help inmates with legal matters and things like that. He sings in the choir, and he actually has more of a thriving life in there. He has more friends.
Right, he's giving back to humanity.
Family.
Yeah.
In prison. Because sometimes people like that just don't do well out here because the things that he was wanting to do and the life that he was wanting to live was just not acceptable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get that they fully incarcerated him, but I think as far as like regular
Yeah, we talked about this off
imprisonment.
mic earlier.
Yeah, regular imprisonment was probably maybe not on key, but at the same time, he was still searching out for the next victim.
And this may be odd for me to say, but I'm going to say it because people like this need to be studied and tested and documented because why? Why? I mean, okay, so they blame a lot of his tendencies because he was brought up going to slaughterhouses and stuff. So was I. My uncle was a butcher, and I've never thought about eating another person a day in my life.
Yeah, and like I was talking about, like sometimes the conversations and somebody slaughtering an animal when you're a child, and they're like, you know, you're going to eat this animal, this part of you, and whatever. Maybe he took that out of context, you know, and he just manifested this whole thing.
But I'm just saying, like, I was isolated as a child. I was around butchers. I was around, you know, a lot of the same things, and none of these thoughts have ever come across my mind. So I want to know why it did his.
Right. Other than
you know?
watching a pig getting slaughtered, and you're like, I just want some bacon. You'd be like, dude.
Right. And like, I was very lonely. I had imaginary friends. I did weird shit. I was a weird kid.
Well, me too. I mean, I didn't have a lot of friends myself. I would go out and play in the woods by myself, whatever. I had a few, you know, but we did a lot of things just in our imagination, you know, but it was healthy. You know, maybe nobody, you know.
And I didn't have a good relationship with my mom either. So it's like, I went through a lot of the same shit that Armin did. And he turned out to completely be a different.
Right. But
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, that's why I think that people like this should be studied and it should be documented. I know that there are, but Armin himself was not studied enough or that I could find in any research.
You know, they did study a lot of Ed Gein stuff, but at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that ties together there that triggers as young childhood stuff with mother stuff, and then holding them down and trying to make them still be little children. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying, but at the same time, like Ed Gein's story was more exploited and people made money off of it more than he was studied as to why he had that type of behavior.
And we're trying to debate that at the same time, but we both understand the aspects in the middle of that, because this is really cool that we get to have this conversation in the middle of recapping the whole thing.
Right.
Because I do feel like there's some aspects that maybe might have been some kind of a trigger for both of them, you know? I don't know. And then, you know, him grabbing something from, from war and then seeing something traumatic and at the same time seeing something slaughtered.
But he wasn't really in war.
No, he's seeing.
He did admin work and computer work, yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, saying he's tying all these things together and then trying to just add it all up, and it's just nothing's really computing as far as humanity.
Yeah.
And then his sexuality and everything. He's just like, what can I tie into this that actually gives me some kind of enthusiasm toward being a regular human being?
Well, he started having those thoughts at 8 years old.
Right. It's a big fucking battle to deal with that nobody could be like, hey, let me set you back on course, but you can be who you want to be. But at the same time, you have to have some boundaries as a human, you know?
Well, just imagine you're 8 years old and you're sitting and you're thinking, you're in your little 8-year-old brain, and you think about eating your friends to absorb their likable characteristics.
Right.
That's crazy. Like,
right.
I can't fathom that. You know what I mean?
But you don't know what kind of backside was he able to talk to his mom about that? You know what I'm saying? No,
absolutely not. He hid everything from her.
Salad keeps saladin, you know? Like mom was just like, you know, you're my little baby, whatever you do and whatever you got going on.
No, it's not you're my little baby. She humiliated him.
Oh,
she was mean to him.
Shitty ass mom, but she wanted to keep him like small.
She wanted to keep him small.
More than one way.
Dependent on her.
Right. Okay.
As well as Augusta Gein, like, you know, basically told him women were the devil.
Harlots.
You know, harlots.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just trying to grasp all this because we've been doing podcasts for a while. I mean, over a year and a half now, right? I mean, how long have we been doing this?
Not quite a year and a half. Yeah. No.
It's been close. October.
Yeah. A year and a half.
Last Wednesday.
We have been plugging in these stories. And I've got a lot more to go. My list is growing daily.
Right. But I'm allowed to have my little fucking burst of thoughts where I'm just trying to figure out things that
me as well.
Because people are people, you know, and you have emotions, you have things, but like mental things too. We're trying to figure out how things tie together and what is the salad. And we always talk about the salad.
Like the weirdest thing about me is some of the things that I like to listen to or watch and the things that I like to consume. I like wild combinations of food, but none of them include a human being. You know what I mean? I don't desire to eat people.
Yeah, we don't mix pizza with ice cream at the same time. No.
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
Dip some pizza and ice cream.
Want to try that shit?
We like fries and a Frosty. What's the fucking difference?
And we'll throw a schnitzel in the middle of that bitch. Fuck it. Right? No?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wrap this up, you guys, because we need to feed our family, and it's getting late.
Yeah, if I don't drink, I'm just going to fall out right fucking here, dude.
Yes, we need to feed our family. We've got a big day tomorrow. We are going to Scaredice on TikTok. Hello. If you're going to Scaredice in Tampa, Florida tomorrow, comment.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
Yeah, come hang out with us. We'll be there.
Saturday.
Open to close.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
With the whole fam. We're having a family
Scream
event.
7.
Scream 7. Woo!
And a lot of the cast is going to be there from former movies and, present movies and all the...
Matthew Lillard. I'm so excited. He's so fun. He's such a good dude. He's so personable. He's so just everything you want in a celebrity. It's Matthew Lillard.
People...
Skeet Ulrich was great when we met him.
I gave him a fist bump last time I seen him. I was like, cool, man. Thank you so much for, your efforts. Because it takes a lot to get into that stuff.
You know what one thing when we see a lot of celebrities like in person, their size is always shocking to us. I don't know why.
Lindsay's thinking that
they're always so tiny.
They're not regular human beings. I thought they were going to be like 10 foot, 12 foot, 30.
They're little people.
8 foot, 10 foot, 12.
The last Scaredice that we went to, Corey Taylor was there, and he was like
your size, your height.
He's my height. I knew that Corey was small, but it was still crazy to know that he was like 10 feet away from me. And like, there was some people that had joined us at the little table we were sitting at. I'm like, oh my God, Corey Taylor's right behind us. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
If you don't know who Corey Taylor is, that is the lead singer of Slipknot, Stone Sour. He's also got his own solo project. He's fucking iconic. If you don't know who Corey Taylor is, what the fuck?
Yeah, I opened up for that guy one time.
You did, kind of. He covered freaking Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
That night. It was great.
We're walking out of Scaredice and it was just like, Pink Pony. He's like back there singing.
We're like, oh my God, hold on. I got to listen to Corey Taylor sing Pink Pony Club right now.
That was fun.
But anyways, this up. We love you guys. YouTube, tune in for our new episode on Friday. It's going to be fucking wild. TikTok Live, hello. Follow us, like and subscribe. Our plugs really quick. So on TikTok, we are drinkaboutSomethingPod_Lindsay. Our main website is drinkaboutSomething.site. Instagram, we are drinkaboutSomething. If you want to send us an email, drinkaboutSomethingPod@gmail.com. And
on YouTube, just type in Jendsey, JENDSEY, and you can find us in these little crazy videos where we're battling back and forth for the microphone.
By the way, this is drunk. Fuck, I can't even say it. Raw, uncut, and unedited. Drunk about something.
I think it's drunk about Lindsay.
I'm feeling it.
I don't know.
It's Friday. I've been going since about 3. But we got to eat dinner. But I'm functional because I have just made an incredible meal that we're about to consume.
It's right there. Yeah, let's get the fuck off here so we can go do this, man. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later on. Bye.